All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. Check 1, 2. All right. So today, what I am going to do is I'm going to play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. My name is Spectator17, and even though I already have a save file, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna build a shop from the ground up. So I'm starting fresh. I'm gonna call this Red 3 because this is gonna be a third save file. So let's see. I've already done easy, so I'm gonna do normal gameplay. I don't need to go to the tutorial. I already got the idea of it. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we got. So we got 4,000, level 1, starting from scratch. Okay. So one thing we need to do for sure is we need to get a second lifter so we can work more. Then afterwards, we're going to expand the garage. And everything else should come soon. But number one should be this. So I'm going to buy this now. And let's see, what? I don't need that. I'll get that later. Salvaging allows you to salvage and upgrade parts. I'll do that later. Okay, so that's all I really need right now. That will come sooner or later. This is important too. Okay. Let's get the first order out of the way, and I have the tablet, so it'll be easier to get things done. So, do an order. What's the problem with it? It's got a few things need to be done, so taking it to the lift. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna highlight so that we know where to go. Need to change the oil, brake fluid, power steering, and windshield fluid. What do I need to do for that? Brake fluid, yeah, I need to change it out. Additional tools, drain tools. So I'm gonna drain that. And then I'll fill it up. This game is very easy to understand once you start getting the hang of it. Took me not too much long to get the hang of it, and it gives you the idea of what they do in a mechanical shop, which has helped me a lot. I've learned things at a later age than I would have learned at a younger age. But you know, it's one of those things where it's better late than never. That's done. And then the power steering. Oh no, I need to dump it out. Duh. So go here. Drain all that out. Need a new one. Need to go to the lid, open that. And pour the new ones. Pour the new fluid. That's good enough. How's the motor oil? Where's the dipstick? There you are. Oh wow, that is disgusting. So up it goes. More. Wait till that's done. And under that lift, I'm gonna drain it. There shouldn't be a lot. There you go. Put this back. Now let's see. Before I put it back down, I need to change this part out. Let's get the new part. And sooner or later, once I have enough, I'm gonna start buying cars in the junkyard, and little by little, I'm going to just start making money off of flipping cars. All right. So let me check off that, and these are done. The only tough part is getting the new tires. Now, this is our first job, so this is one of the first of many. There you go. Spray some of that. Let's go change out these tires. Eventually I'll get this going. So I just need to change the tires. Rid of that, get some money out of it. I need 4 of these. Okay, so let me write down the exact part that I need. Tire. There you go. So let's see. I usually write it down because I will not memorize this off the bat. I have to consistently look at it so that way I make sure I get the right part. Because if I just memorize it, I'm gonna mess it up, and I have to go back and double check to see if I have the right part. It's a headache. Wait, I don't need 5, I need 4. So it's 15 size. Its profile's at 75. And the width is 215. Let's see, 15, 215, 75. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. So now we install the tires. Oh, those are terrible rims. Needs to be done. Installing the tire. Gonna balance it out. It's not perfect, but it's gonna be a job well done. Oop. One more. Oh. And boom. Now we take the tires and we put them back. With some new screws. Because the other ones were already messed up. Game is very simplified and very basic, but it's time consuming, and if you have a love for cars, it's very addicting. Okay, so now we have the tires done. Now we need to do is just change the oil filter, because it really needed an oil change. Have that done. And bam. So now the brake pads. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, here we go again. Okay, so I did need to change these. That out, put in the new part. And the more and more you play this, the more you realize, well, if I can do this in a game, I could probably do this in real life, and I could start learning how to do work on my car. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened with me. Did not know how to change my oil. Did not know how to change my brake pads, change my air filter intake, the air filter itself, you know, a couple other things too. Didn't know until I started playing this game and just started catching on. Sure enough, started learning how to do this stuff on my own. Saves me a lot of trips and money to the mechanic. Okay, so now I have the brake pads done. Now I can drop it to work on that big old thing. First, let me put the oil to get it to run. Should be good. Let's check the dipstick. Good. Now we're taking off the cover and we're gonna change out the filter. Now we put the cover back on. And that is the job completed. I got 2,100. So, what's the next order? No next order. I could really like to work on these two cars. I'm calling it in. So what's going on with it? Okay, that's very easy. Now let's call in that GTR. Wow. I hope you don't need me to do anything else, because wow, this is something else. Wait, whoa. What is going on here? Okay, so it glitched. Oh, I know why it glitched, because it glitched on top of each other. Okay, so GTR it is. What do you need? Change brake fluid? Easy. And the rest of this is just waiting until you get another car that needs to be serviced. Oh, overfilled. And that is a very easy job done. Only paid me 43. Cool. And on the lift it goes. Oh, you too with the fluid? Wow. This is new. Okay, so let's drain this. The brake fluid. And that's good. So now we close this and give it back to the owner. Almost 50 bucks. Cool. And all of this is just side orders until we can get more story orders. But let's see what we can do here. So I have no skill points available. So once I do have some available, Renovator is definitely going to be the first option, because when it comes to this game, you want to have your Renovator all the way to the max, your fast hands, and your strong arms. Everything else is just the side stuff, you know. It also helps very much to have discounts. That helps a lot because it'll come out like cheaper. So you have one 5% and another 5%. So in total you have 10%. So 10% is better than nothing is what I say. But other than that, you want these 3 columns to be filled to the max. Everything else is just stuff you can get later on. And then all of this right here, number 1 to start this is you want to get a tablet. That's first off. So tablets number 1, the following I would highly suggest is getting a lifter and Paint level shop is something you can get later on, and customization, I wouldn't even bother with that until you get all the stuff that you need. Warehouse is just whatever you need it to be. But I would highly recommend expanding your garage and paint shop, as well as dyno testing, because that's going to help you with your orders and whatever you need. And after you have basically the test path, that's another one that you need to. So what I highly suggest getting is, forget about paint shop level 2 and 3. That's totally fine if you want to get them. And the warehouse, as well as customizations. Save the customization for garage expansion for last, because you don't really need them as much as you're going to need car wash, test path, dyno testing, the paint shop to expand your garage, and another lifter to keep doing all the work you need, as well as salvaging. All these right here it's very important to have, and it's going to help you a lot to make money and then continue to get customers, especially customers that are asking for more stuff. And once you have enough to say, hey, I want to start making more, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the junkyard, get wrecked cars and build them from the ground up and just flip them, and you're gonna make more money by doing that than accepting orders. So once you have enough and you have all of these completed, continue to build up the money flow, so that way you can get the welder. You could also get the charger. I don't really recommend tire thread because I don't use it. Neither do I use compressor or the OBD, fuel pressure, and I don't use any of these. But I do use the workbench, the brake lathe, engine tools, and body repair station. Especially the body repair stations, some parts will let you repair them, so that way you don't spend as much, but other times you won't. And the workbench helps you a lot with that. It says right there, renovate, upgrade, required. Adds workbench to your garage, allows fixing mechanical parts. And the brake lathe lets you repair all the brakes. Not all the brakes, but it lets you add a brake lathe to your garage. Allows restoring damaged brake discs. So any brake discs, it allows you to repair them free, and it's like having extra parts around. And this is basically a crane to be able to take out the engine and put it to the side so you can work on it. You don't have to continuously lift up the engine and bring it back down and stuff like that. So these are going to help you a lot, as well as all this to be able to start making money flipping cars. Let's see what else we got here. Still nothing on the story orders, and that's totally fine. But other than that, that's pretty much the gist of the game and how to start out. And the more you play, the more money you will make. The more orders you do, the more likely you're able to flip cars. Don't worry about this being here. Once you get that second lift, this is gonna disappear. But just do as much work you can. When it comes to orders, worry more about the story orders. And as you can see right there, it says normal, story, bonus 25% CR, and bonus 0% XP. The CR, the bonus, gives you additional money on top of what you're gonna get, and the bonus XP, just gives you extra experience points. So if you are just starting out, focus more on the story orders, and then once you get all those story orders out of the way, then start building up on the CR and XP. Depends on what you are, but if it's just a normal order with no bonus added to the order, don't even pay attention to them. Just leave them alone. You want to focus more on the orders that have bonuses on it, because that will give you additional 25% on top of what you are getting, and that will help you boost your experience points, or the CR, which is basically the currency in this game. But other than that, this game is pretty cool, and I highly recommend it for everybody that's either a car mechanic or just into cars or just have a love for cars. And with that being said, there's really nothing that I have available other than just this. So that's gonna be the end for this. I will continue this later. I hope this was very useful, and I hope this is something that will eventually grab your attention. Even if you want to learn about cars, playing this game will teach you about cars. I promise you that. If it taught me about cars, it can teach you about cars. But other than that, I will catch you in the next time I stream and or upload. So until then, peace out.